Hi my dear, and in this video I wanna talk with you about what's stopping us from get the life we want. When we write our goals at the beginning of the year and why we are not executing them along the way, why we have clear plans, why we have clear ideas written in our notes, but we are not bringing them to life, why we are sabotaging ourselves, why, for example, me, I do have everything to film, I have a perfect space, I have ideas, I have everything I need, but I just can't force myself to actually sit down and record. It took me so much effort to do that, even though I have so much to say, but somehow I start to sabotage myself. And then I felt desperate because I do have this perfect vision of the life which I want to have, and I still remain in point A and just overlook that perfect vision of my life from the distance and not bring to life all those ideas which I have in my notes, which could already bring me to that point B. So today I want to talk with you about that, this gap between knowing and actually doing. This is not the video, here are 5 steps to fix your life. I'm gonna talk only through my own lens, through my own experience, what I'm working on with my therapist, the practices which I use, and I will give you the clear toolkit which will get you out from that apathy, from that self-sabotage, and actually help you to move forward and do clear steps towards the better version of yourself. So what is self-sabotage? It's when you are sitting down to actually do the work, you open one tab, then another tab on your laptop, and in the end, after 2 hours, you see that, wow, I actually haven't done anything from what I was supposed to do, and in the end I'm just sitting here looking for the cameras which I'm not even going to buy. It looks like telling yourself, I'll start that when my space will be cleaner, when I will look more beautiful, more fresh today. We are always finding excuses that are preventing us from actually doing the thing. And usually it happens not consciously, it's on your subconscious mind when you are thinking, over polishing something, doing the thing which you could do just within a couple of hours, but you are doing that for weeks, you're trying to make it perfect. This is also self-sabotage. So self-sabotage is when one part of you works against the thing that another part of you wants, and it's super controversial, and it happens deep in your subconscious mind. And now we're gonna talk about that. Psychologists call it approach avoidance conflict. It's when you are drawing towards something and you're terrified of it at the same time, and when those two forces are equal, you just freeze and you get stuck in the loop. I want this, I can't make myself do this, what's wrong with me? And you need to understand that nothing is wrong with you, and the actual reason lies deep in your subconscious mind, in your nervous system mechanism, because our primal brain wants to keep us safe. It doesn't need any recognition, it doesn't need any stage being known, being visible, it doesn't need all the money of the world which you want to have. All it needs is just to feel safe, to have food, to have sleep, just all basic needs. This is what our brain actually needs. It wants to keep us safe, to prevent us from the danger. And somewhere along the way, just decide that being visible, it's a bit dangerous, that being judged, being criticized, it's dangerous for us, and it prevents us from that. So when you try to show up on socials, record reels, create something and put it out into the world, your brain sets up a flare and it takes it as a threat. So you feel procrastination, you suddenly feel tired, you want to reorganize your space to make it look more beautiful, to actually record. You're doing everything you can just to avoid the actual task which you need to execute. And this is not the laziness, it's a protection response. And you need to ask, what actually is it protecting you from? And this is really a crucial moment. In psychology, there is such a term as a secondary gain or secondary profit. And I know it sounds really controversial, like what profit can I have from not having the life which I want to have? It feels like wasting my potential, isn't it? Where's the benefit? But here's what I found when I actually got honest with myself and asked myself, what benefit do I have to not showing up on socials, from not posting what I want to post? And then I realized that when I'm not posting on socials, I can't embarrass myself, that nobody will be disappointed at me, that if I don't grow my platform, I actually don't have any obligation to post regularly, to share everything about my life. I can disappear whenever I want, and so on. There are a lot of hidden profits for me deep in my subconscious mind, even though when I'm saying them out loud, it doesn't make any sense, because if I don't try, I will never know what actually could have happened. So really ask you to do the same thing. You can take the notebook or just write it in your notes on your laptop and ask yourself, what's good about not having the thing I say I want? Be honest with yourself and try to dig deeper. Nobody's gonna read it, and you can be truly honest with yourself, because only in this honesty you can find the real answer, what is preventing you from the life you want to have. And once you wrote it all, you will see the clear map, what you should work with to actually overcome this self-sabotage. Once you're sitting down to record something or to do the thing which you believe that is great for your future, think what is preventing you from doing the thing. If you find yourself procrastinating or you don't feel motivated and so on. So that's really gonna help you. So once you know the secondary gain, you faced it already, you're aware of it, we need to find the fear which is underneath this gain. And I want to share with you a simple technique that will help you to do this self-reflection. So you just start with the thing you're afraid of, and you just keep asking yourself, and what is the scariest about it? For example, I'm afraid to post a video. And what is the scariest about that? People might think I'm not good, or I said the wrong thing, whatever. And what is the scariest about that? They will stop taking me serious. And what's the scariest about that? I'll be alone, irrelevant, I'll have proven that I'm not enough, that I'm not good enough. And you keep going until you find the real fear underneath this all. That's usually the real thing, and it's almost never about the video itself. It's usually about the fear of value, of death, of being unaccepted by society, because we are social beings. And it's usually something like, I'm afraid of being unlovable, I'm not perfect, or I learned early on that being visible isn't safe, and so on. There are a lot of destructive beliefs in our subconscious mind which we are not even aware of. And here is something important that comes from attachment theory. A lot of us learn to be a certain way for someone. We get loved for being quiet, smart, bring great notes from the school, or for not asking too much, or not standing out, for being comfortable for other people. We got loved for being that way for someone else, and we are still paying that price as adults. When did you first time felt that being seen is risky? Just sit with this question and reflect about it. When you for the first time got that fear which is preventing you from actually doing the thing already now as an adult. Maybe you had some traumatic experience in your childhood and you are still carrying that experience, you are still carrying that fear with you. Now quick check-in regarding the forms that self-sabotage can actually take, how to recognize it at the earliest stage. And first one is perfectionism. When the video isn't ready and you're over polishing it, try to make it perfect from the first attempt, you take it as a masterpiece, as your child, and you try to carry it to make it better and better, and in the end post it after months when you could do just that within a couple of weeks. The second one, when you're carrying too much, when you're doing too many things at once, and this overwhelm creates avoidance. You can't just do the video, you have to redo your whole brand, rewrite the strategy, learn Final Cut Pro, learn color grading deeply, sound design, and so on. And maybe also post the podcast, not only post the video, but also create additional pieces out of it, and you just overwhelm yourself with the amount of tasks. This is really about me. This is constantly, once I'm doing some campaign, I'm doing the lecture about it for my course, Then what else? Like, I'm creating a lot of to-do lists just out of one simple task that I could execute just within one day, and in the end I'm doing it for months. The third one is endless consumption, watching videos about making videos, reading books about writing instead of actually write the piece. Also, research could be a way of procrastination dressed up in productivity, because you have a feeling like you're doing quite a lot, but in that you're not doing actual things that will bring you toward that goal. You're just doing things that are related to this main path, but they are not moving you forward. And also, subconscious mind can send signals to your body, and you suddenly feel exhaustion, you feel headache, you can focus. This is all real, and your nervous system can produce physical symptoms to avoid perceived threat. And it's crazy how it all works in combination. Okay, now what to do with it all? First, name it in real time. When you see yourself drifting towards the 14th step on your laptop, stop yourself and say it out loud. Okay, I'm scared right now. And then try to find the real reason you are avoiding to actually executing this task. What are you scared about? What prevents you from doing the thing? What is the secondary gain? What is the secondary profit for you? When you name exactly what you are afraid of, it shrinks. For example, I am afraid that this video will gain 12 views and nobody will watch it, and I will just waste my time. Real fear, real fear. Third one, you need to create the evidence of okayness. If your subconscious mind has no file, I tried something scary and I survived, then you have to create this file. You have to create this positive experience of overcoming the scary thing, of overcoming your fear. Start with something small. Post the imperfect thing. You can just record a B-roll on your phone, just a simple story, and post it right away on socials. For me, and this is always the trickiest part, I overthink every story I post on socials. But in the end, all people are watching socials just on the toilet, and they are just scrolling so fast they don't even read the long texts that you write. So try to take it more simple. I'm telling that myself every time, because this is real thing for me. It's so hard for me to post something imperfect, to post something that isn't ready. But once you do that, you see that, wow, actually exposure did not kill me, and the people did not unfollow me and did not say that, okay, Tatiana is just posting some shit, I'm gonna unfollow her. Oh, she just got crazy. And just like that, step by step, you train your nervous system that this is not scary, that this won't kill you, that people are actually reacting to the real content even more, to the imperfect content, to the not ideal picture, but to the real human being with whom they can connect. And just like that, step by step, you're training your nervous system that this is okay. The first one, find a person who will support you on the way once you face that fear. That could be a coach, a therapist, maybe just a friend. My boyfriend, for example, I was telling him that I can't force myself to sit down and record the video. And once I was telling him the actual fear which I had in my mind regarding this video, I realized myself how stupid these fears actually are, and they have nothing to do with the reality. And sometimes the support from the closest ones, their belief in you really supports you, and it gives you wings, it gives you power, it supports you in a way even when you don't believe in yourself. So I hope this video was insightful and helpful for you, and right now you're carrying a toolkit that will help you to have the awareness about why you're self-sabotaging yourself and not doing the things that you want to do. Please keep in mind that self-sabotage is a very human response to the very real fear. Usually that fear was formed a long time ago and it doesn't have anything to do with the reality, but it's deep in your subconscious mind and it's preventing you from doing the actual thing which will move you forward. And here comes into play your awareness, because you're not that person anymore who had that fear. You're already different and your response should be different. You get to choose a different reaction, response towards that fear. And don't force yourself. Just be curious by asking what's actually going on here, instead of just calling yourself a failure and scrolling Instagram for another hour. And you need to understand that the world doesn't need a perfect version of you. Your light shouldn't be perfect. Your hairstyle shouldn't be perfect. Your space shouldn't be perfect. The world just needs to hear your real thoughts, your real insights. In the age of AI, we need real human beings with real fears, with real imperfect sides, because no one is perfect. We are just human beings, and our beauty is in our imperfect sides. I hope this video was insightful and helpful for you, and right now you have a toolkit practices that will help you to move forward, to have the awareness of why you are procrastinating, or why you're avoiding things that you love to do, that you feel so passionate about, but somehow you just get stuck. Also on my Telegram channel, I shared a summary of this video and the additional practices. If you want to get an access, just message me community to my Instagram and I will share with you the link. It's the closed community, but it's free. So, and with this, I am sending you a hug and see you in the next video.